Wait a second. Hold up. Hold the F up. Did I really heard what I just hear? Now, before I even begin, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you, Chrissie. You made some valid points that I could give that to you. Same time, you also deflect. But of course, we all know you. Just like how the other content creators said that colorists like you will try to find any way possible to try to put black men into this issue, into this Jason Roger Pope issue. Very predictable. And no, this is something I can't ignore, especially when you're trying to put all of us, black males such as myself, black females in the black community who talked about this Jason Pope situation, all in the same boat. You and others sitting there complaining about, oh, all we doing is blaming these black women and girls. When in actuality, it seemed like y'all haven't done your research at all before y'all started making these statements, and it's obvious you're cherry picking videos that are and ignoring the ones that don't. Especially when I address this subject on JD Miles Street. The video's still there. Go to JD Miles Street and you can watch it. And before I go any further, yep, it's me again. They hate me, yet they give a fuck about me. At the same time, as always, JD Miles. Yes, this is a non-MGTOW video. But of course, y'all see the title. Chrissie, stop deflecting. Returning to the Jason Roger Pope issue. And yes, I have to address this to Chrissie because, one, she don't speak for all of us, because not all of us was blaming these black women and girls on this situation. And two, why is she excusing other colorists like her, as well as these black male hating swirlers, despite their message they give out to the masses? These are the two issues I have with Chrissie's video. And yes, these are the two issues I will bring out to the forefront. And as I say, I don't sugarcoat shit over here. My video is all about the truth, just like hers. But one, I'm not going to deflect, and two, I'm not going to excuse. Unlike Chrissie here. But let's get down to it. But yeah, Chrissie, I seen your video. And as I said before, you do drive some points that I can hand clap to. But there's certain issues in that video that can be argued. One of the issues is the fact that this Jason Roger Pope situation has turned to a personal matter for you. And as I said before, you can't speak for everybody when it comes to this, because not everybody made a video doing the shit that you said. Let's just be upfront and real. No, Chrissie, don't get in your feelings just yet. Hear me out. And the only reason why they talk The only reason why they wanted you to address this matter is to get your take on it. Not because they have something to prove to you, Chrissie. Not because they wanted to rub it in both the colorists and the black male hating swirlers' faces to say that they told you so, but they want you to see. They wanted you to see the drawbacks. They want you to see how can I say this? They want you to see the disadvantages to the advantage. And if you would have seen my video, I went in on Jason Pope 10 times as worse than these black females. And to tell you the truth, Chrissie, if there's any black female in this situation I have to blame, and I'm being upfront and real. If out of all these black females to blame, the only one I blame was the one that aided him in his sex trafficking scheme. The one that aided him into infecting all these black women and girls. That's the one I blame out of all of them. All others I pity. All others I feel sorry for. So no, not all of us was blaming these black women and girls, because even I know they didn't know what they were getting themselves into. That's number one. Number two, I can't speak for all as a whole. And the reason why I say this is because of the fact that later in your video, you wanted to excuse the colorists as well as the black male hating swirlers. You wanted to excuse them like they have no involvement in it. But how do you know that, Chrissie? What makes you believe you can speak for them as a whole? Especially with the message they've been bringing out. Come on, Chrissie, keep in mind. What does these black male hating swirlers always say? Oh, black women, white and non-black men treat black women better than black men. Black men have STDs. Black men molest children. Black males are involved in human sex trafficking. Yeah, those are some of many of their arguments, right, Chrissie? And I hate to pull a Charlemagne to God here, but let's guess what race Jason Roger Pope is. Because he ain't black. However, what did he do? He gave 600 black women and girls in STDs. He sex trafficked black women and girls. And let's keep in mind, he molested black girls who are underage. These three arguments that y'all tried to stigmatize on black men, he actually did. And you think this shit is excusable? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Y'all knew exactly what y'all agenda is, and y'all knew exactly what was y'all motives. So I ain't trying to hear none of that. Neither me, black males with sense, black females with sense, or the black community who has sense. We ain't trying to hear that. Now keep in mind, I have no problem with anyone being with whoever they want to be with. That's not my issue. Be with whoever you want as long as they make you feel happy. The only issue I have is when y'all have an agenda. Y'all try to use an agenda to get what you to try to push something to promote your push these stigmas, these stupid ass stereotypes just to push your narratives. Especially in a situation like this, where these stigmas and these stereotypes are so blinding. And just for the record, you think STDs, you think human trafficking, you think these sexual predators are all limited to just one race and one gender? Then I suggest you do better research, because it doesn't matter who they are. It could be any kind of race of male or female. And yes, as much as everybody would like to ignore that, believe me, sexual predators has no race, has no gender. Keep this in mind. Anyone who is that fucking sick to fuck with children need to be called out. They got to be called out. And that's word is born on that. Now, I'm not from this point on, I already said what I had to say to Chrissie here, but I'm about to address another issue that needs to be discussed. Because yes, besides Chrissie, I see a whole bunch of deflections on this issue. And yes, as much as y'all want black men to have some type of involvement in this, I hate to break it to you, but they don't. And yes, y'all can argue the fact that and say that why black men didn't do anything about it. And I answer with a question. What would happen if we did get involved? How would their reactions be? How would these colorists and these black male hating swirlers reactions would be? Well, it's obvious it won't be, oh, that's good to see that these black males is defending black females in situations like this. No. 9 times out of 10, it'll probably be more like, oh, see, I told y'all so. Look how these black males are jealous of black females who swirl. Yeah, sort of like that. Sort of. And no, I can't speak for all black females on this matter, because there are some black females in interracial relationships that will clearly understand. And the swirlers who won't. They'll just, according to the swirlers, if a black male did intervene, they'll look at it as, oh, he's just hating on their black male hating swirler agenda. And I hope this clears up why black men didn't get involved. The second issue I have is all these black females, which of course the majority of them are swirlers in the comments, sitting there trying to deflect from this issue, talking about why y'all don't talk about what these black males are doing, because Jason Roger Pope ain't black. And rather, y'all trying so hard and so desperate to try to take the spotlight off of a non-black male and try to put it on a black male like this just gonna make things better. No. Some are desperately trying to compare the situation. What good is comparing if there's really nothing at all to compare, and rather more like something that has to be brought out? And keep in mind, what was Jason Roger Pope's motive? To infect as many black women and girls with his sick ass sexually transmitted disease, so they could go back to black males and infect them with it. So shut the fuck up to all of y'all who sitting there saying, oh, white black males are talking about it. Because his motives is the reason why we black males are talking about it. And the fact that these black females don't want us to talk about it, then I look at them more of a problem than a solution. It's like they condoning exactly what Jason Pope is trying to do. And rather to those who are doing that shit, I question their humanity. No, seriously, I do question their humanity. Are they even human at all? I mean, word is born on that. I mean, you got to look at the situation. It's time to look at the situation for what it is and not how you like it to be. As much as these colorists and these black male hating swirlers always try their hardest to paint white and non-black males to be these perfect males compared to black men, it's time to face the facts. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is without fault. Black males, white males, and all other races of males. And that's something y'all gonna have to accept and stop living in this goddamn fantasy world, pretending like, oh, there's gotta be something perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. Everybody has their own faults. That's what makes us human. At least you want to be looked at as a fucking god, in which of course I laugh at that notion. No one is God besides the man himself. And I'm done with this issue. And I'm hoping this will be the last time I have to address this issue. And with that, I'm out this bitch. Later.